Welcome to House Lux Estate, your go-to channel for all things homes and lifestyle. We're passionate about bringing you tips, advice, and insights on a plethora of home and lifestyle topics. Our mission? To empower you to create the dream home and lifestyle that you've always envisioned. We are committed to helping you transform your life, one video at a time. Today, we shift our focus to a lifestyle that's gaining popularity, living off-grid. If you've ever thought about escaping the hustle and bustle of city life, off-grid living might be for you. Off-grid living, in essence, is a lifestyle that promotes self-sufficiency. It's about disconnecting from public utilities and instead generating your own power, sourcing your own water, and growing your own food. When we talk about generating your own power, this could mean harnessing the sun's energy with solar panels or using wind turbines to convert natural breezes into electricity. You can even use a combination of these methods to ensure a steady supply of energy, no matter the weather. As for water, you might be tapping into a natural spring, collecting rainwater, or drilling a well. And when it comes to food, we're talking about cultivating a vegetable garden, raising livestock, or even foraging for wild edibles. But why exactly are people drawn to this way of life? Well, the reasons are as diverse as the people themselves. Some are attracted to the independence and self-reliance it offers. Others are driven by environmental considerations, seeking to reduce their carbon footprint. And for some, it's about embracing a simpler, more mindful way of life, closely connected to nature. Off-grid living isn't just about survival. It's about thriving on your own terms, crafting a life that's in tune with your values and the rhythms of the natural world. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? Now let's dive into how you can achieve this lifestyle. The path to off-grid living may seem daunting, but we're here to break it down. The first step on this journey is finding suitable land. You'll want to find a location that is conducive to your off-grid lifestyle. This might mean a place with ample sunlight for solar panels, a reliable water source, or fertile soil for growing your own food. Keep in mind that you'll also need to consider zoning laws and building regulations. Once you've secured your spot in nature, it's time to plan for power. Solar power is a popular choice, with wind and hydroelectric power being other renewable options. Remember, the goal here is to be self-sufficient. The idea is to harness nature's energy to power your home. You might need to invest in a good battery storage system to ensure you have power even when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing. Water is another vital consideration. You could be lucky and find a property with a natural spring or well. Alternatively, you can set up a rainwater collection system or drill a well. It's also crucial to have a plan for treating and purifying your water, ensuring it's safe for consumption. Food is the next aspect to think about. Growing your own produce is a rewarding way to sustain yourself, and it doesn't get fresher than picking veggies straight from your garden. Chickens can provide eggs, and if you have space, you might consider larger livestock. Of course, hunting and foraging are also options depending on your location and skill set. Lastly, don't forget to plan for waste management. Composting toilets, gray water systems, and recycling are all part of a sustainable off-grid lifestyle. These are the first steps on your journey to off-grid living. But there's more to consider. So, stay tuned as we continue to explore this fascinating lifestyle in the next scenes. Let's continue on this journey to a self-sustaining lifestyle. A fundamental step to living off-grid is finding or creating a home that can sustain your off-grid lifestyle. There's a wide variety of options available, from traditional cabins in the woods to modern, eco-friendly tiny homes. The key is to choose something that suits your needs and aligns with your sustainability goals. Remember to consider factors like insulation, natural light, and how the home can integrate with your energy and water systems. Next, let's talk about waste disposal. Living off-grid means taking responsibility for your waste, but it doesn't have to be a daunting task. Composting toilets are a popular choice for off-grid living, turning waste into nutrient-rich compost for your garden. Alternatively, you could install a septic system, though this might require professional help and regular maintenance. Recycling should also be a key part of your waste management strategy. Try to minimize your waste by choosing products with less packaging and reusing items whenever possible. You'll be amazed at how little waste you produce when you're mindful about it. In terms of water, rainwater collection systems are a great way to harness nature's resources. Stored rainwater can be used for a variety of purposes, from watering plants to washing dishes. For drinking water, you might consider a well or a spring if it's available on your property. Don't forget to have a method for purifying your water, such as a filtration system or boiling. Lastly, it's crucial to prepare for emergencies. No matter how well you've planned, unexpected events can happen. Keep a well-stocked first aid kit, learn basic survival skills, and have a plan for communication in case of emergencies. And remember, being off-grid doesn't mean being cut off from the world, so keep in touch with your local community and government services for support and resources. With these steps, your dream of living off-grid is closer to becoming a reality. You may be wondering, why go through all this trouble? Well, the benefits are manifold. First and foremost, living off-grid means independence. It's about breaking free from the constraints of utility companies and the uncertainty of fluctuating prices. It's about taking control of your life, your energy usage, and your expenses. Imagine a life where you're not tied to the grid, where you're not dependent on the whims of power companies or the unpredictability of the weather. Instead, you're harnessing the power of nature to meet your needs using solar panels, wind turbines, or even hydroelectric systems. Living off-grid also means reducing your environmental impact. Traditional energy sources often involve burning fossil fuels, contributing to air pollution and climate change. By living off-grid, you're not just reducing your carbon footprint, but actively fighting against these issues. You're using renewable, clean energy sources that don't deplete our planet's resources or harm its ecosystems. Now let's talk about the satisfaction of self-sufficiency. There's something incredibly fulfilling about knowing you're able to provide for yourself and your family without relying on external systems. It's about knowing that you've built a life that's resilient, sustainable, and fully within your control. Living off-grid can also lead to a deeper connection with nature. By relying on natural resources for your energy needs, you'll become more attuned to the rhythms of the earth. You'll experience the changing seasons in a whole new light, and you'll develop a profound appreciation for the world around you. Finally, living off-grid can also bring financial benefits. While there may be initial setup costs, in the long run, you're likely to save money. You won't be subject to rising energy prices, and you'll be generating your own power. Plus, many off-grid systems require less maintenance than traditional utilities, saving you both time and money. Living off-grid can truly offer a fulfilling and rewarding lifestyle. It's about more than just being self-sufficient. It's about living in harmony with nature, reducing your impact on the environment, and gaining a sense of freedom and control that's hard to find in our modern grid-tied world. So, that's a snapshot of what it takes to live off-grid. We've journeyed through a comprehensive guide, shedding light on the steps to adopt this lifestyle and the benefits it offers. Let's take a moment to revisit these key points to ensure they are firmly imprinted in our minds. We started our conversation by defining off-grid living. It's a lifestyle choice that advocates for self-sufficiency, sustainability, and a reduced dependence on traditional utility systems. It's about returning to our roots, living in harmony with nature, and reducing our carbon footprint. We then delved into the preparatory steps required to transition to this lifestyle. First and foremost, we talked about the importance of having a clear understanding of your needs and expectations, followed by research and planning. It's essential to choose the right location, consider the legalities, and plan for the necessary resources, such as food, water, and energy. Moving ahead, we emphasize the importance of building an off-grid home, taking into account factors like energy efficiency, use of renewable resources, and waste management. We also discussed the need to learn practical skills, from gardening and farming to basic construction and repair work. Then, we explored the numerous benefits of off-grid living. It's not just about reducing our environmental footprint, but also about embracing a simpler, healthier, and more fulfilling lifestyle. We talked about how this lifestyle promotes self-reliance, financial freedom, and a sense of community. Living off-grid might seem daunting at first, but with careful planning, a willingness to learn, and a bit of grit, it can be an incredibly rewarding journey. It's not just a lifestyle, it's a philosophy, a testament to our ability to live in harmony with nature. Thank you for joining us today on House Lux Estate. If you found this video helpful, do subscribe for more. Remember, the journey to off-grid living starts with a single step.